for a quick Devar Torah. Today we did not say Tachanun because it's the month of Nisan. And Pesach comes during the month of Nisan. It's the time of our redemption. This is basically, like I said yesterday, this is the first day of the Jewish year. Remember that Tishrei is the 7th month. And what we're celebrating there is the creation of the world, the creation of man. But this Nisan, the first mitzvah, the first commandment that the Jews received in Egypt was to declare the new month. It was the first commandment we received as a nation because free people set up their own calendar. So first, we had to get the concept that we were free. And that's a major concept to attain. And if you look at the final plague is very interesting. The Jews were required to take a sheep, keep it in front of their homes for a few days, slaughter it publicly, and then they have to eat it, but they put the blood of the sheep on their doorpost as evidence of this is what we did. And the question comes up, why did they have to do all this? Well, according to some authorities, the sheep was treated as a god in Egypt. It was very well respected. The way that cows are treated in India. And what the Jews were saying to the Egyptians, to their former masters, remember, these people had been slaves. They're now required to sort of make a statement to their former masters. I'm going to take your God. I am going to slaughter your God. I'm going to eat your God. And I'm going to show the evidence of everything I did on my doorpost publicly. And now, for the Egyptians, this was the ultimate failure. For the Jews, though, it was a major test. You cannot take people used to being slaves and automatically give them the feeling of freedom. They have to acquire that in a certain way. So by doing all this, the Jews would get the feeling that they were free and get themselves ready for the redemption of Pesach, for Passover. So this is a very important thing. Now, whereas Rosh Chodesh Nisan, we celebrate the fact that we are determining time as free people. A free person, like I say, sets his own schedule, sets his own time. That's a free person. A slave does not. A slave does what his master tells him on his master's schedule. So first we have to get freedom of time, setting our time. And then when Passover comes, we are informed that we now control our destiny. And this again is a statement against idol worship, Avodah Zarah. Because if you look at the ancient Greeks, the Romans, and all these others, man was not in control of his time. His destiny was controlled by the gods. And if the gods deemed something, he had no control over it. But the Jews were told, no, you have control over your destiny. You are in charge of what will happen to you. You know, the others are controlled by the zodiac. You are not. You have no star. The stars don't control you. Nothing controls you. You are a free people. But that is provided that you keep the commandments, that you do what is required of us to do as a free people. Freedom doesn't mean license. It means that you're responsible for what you do. And that's the reason that we don't say Tachanun today, to show this is the beginning of our freedom, but that we're under the constitution of God. The Torah is God's constitution, and we have to obey it. Something to think about.